My mother always told me my biological father was long gone. I took a DNA test and found out he is someone I see every single day. Growing up, I never questioned the story about my father. My mother, Sarah, told me he was a brave man who passed away in a tragic accident just months before I was born. She kept a single, blurry photo of a man with dark hair and a kind smile on her nightstand. Whenever I asked for more details, she would get a distant look in her eyes and say it was too painful to talk about. Because I loved her and saw how hard she worked as a single parent, I stopped asking. I accepted the silence as a sign of her deep grief. Our lives were quiet and predictable. For the last 15 years, we've lived in the same neighborhood, and every morning, I wave to our neighbor, Mr. Henderson. He is a retired history teacher who lives 2 doors down. He's the kind of person who fixates on his garden, brings over extra tomatoes in the summer, and helped me fix my bike when I was 10. He felt like a fixture of the street, as permanent as the oak trees lining the sidewalk. I never thought of him as anything more than a friendly face from my childhood. On my 23rd birthday, my best friend bought me a DNA testing kit as a joke. We thought it would be fun to see our ethnic breakdown. I spat into the tube, sent it off, and forgot about it for weeks. When the email finally arrived saying my results were ready, I opened the app while sitting at the kitchen table. I scrolled past the pie charts of my heritage and clicked on the relatives tab. My breath hitched. At the very top of the list, marked as a 49.8% match for father, was a name I didn't recognize at first, Arthur James. I searched the name online, and my heart stopped. Arthur James was Mr. Henderson's full legal name. I sat there in total silence, the world around me feeling like it was spinning in slow motion. I looked out the kitchen window and saw Mr. Henderson in his yard, carefully pruning his roses, just like he did every Tuesday morning. I realized I had been looking at my own father for 15 years without knowing it. I didn't storm over to his house. Instead, I waited for my mother to come home. When I showed her the screen, she didn't cry or deny it. She sat down, her shoulders sagging as if a massive weight had finally dropped. She told me the truth wasn't a story of betrayal, but one of sacrifice. When she was young, she and Arthur were deeply in love, but their families were locked in a bitter, generational feud that made a life together impossible back then. They had made a pact. He would move nearby to watch me grow up from a distance, and she would tell the world he was gone to protect me from the family drama that would have torn my childhood apart. Mr. Henderson, Arthur, hadn't been a stranger. He was the one who anonymously paid for my summer camps. He was the lucky neighbor who always happened to have the exact tool we needed when something broke. He had traded a life as a father for a life as a guardian, just to ensure I had a peaceful upbringing. I walked over to his house that evening. We didn't need a big emotional scene. He just looked at me, saw the phone in my hand, and smiled that same kind smile from the blurry photo on the nightstand. I learned that day that sometimes the biggest secrets aren't kept to hurt us, but to give us the life we deserve. My father didn't die. He just chose to love me from 2 doors away.